Scootaloo and Apple Bloom win the race, and Spike buys the rounds of hot chocolate at Sugar Cube Corner. Meanwhile, Sunset Shimmer decided to return to her home in Canterlot to continue packing some of her belongings she had forgotten during her initial move to Twilight's castle. Princess Twilight Sparkle returned home to Ponyville to an empty castle. Twilight somberly made her way into the den. She sought refuge on her couch and buried her head into her throw pillow and sobbed heavily over her brother's shining armor. Twilight cried herself to sleep, still lying on her couch. Meanwhile, Chris and Amy's apartment. Rainbow Dash and Sonic are over for dinner. Thanks for having us over for dinner, guys.
Yeah, it was delicious, Amy.
Thanks. I'm glad you two enjoyed it. I have to hand it to you both. This is a pretty nice place you two have. Thanks, Sonic. Yeah, we have a pretty awesome view, too, off our balcony. So how's being roommates going? We're doing great. I'm not surprised, though, because I've always enjoyed being around Chris. He's always been very sweet and kind to me, and he's always been somebody I've been able to trust, which is a big deal. Honestly, so far, I couldn't have asked for a better roommate. Yeah, I mean, Amy is pretty easy to live with. We always have a ton to talk about, we work well as a team, and we respect each other's personal privacy when it's needed. Amy also happens to be a heck of a cook, too.
For a guy having a female roomie, who can cook is a must.
Sonic will tell you I used to be a horrible cook before I met Ella on Earth, Chris's home planet. I remember eating all her wonderful meals. For some strange reason, it made me interested in cooking, and baking too, so I just started working with her in the kitchen, and that's how I learned. I think you needed something to take your mind off of being frustrated at Sonic all the time. And there was that too. Regardless, I did develop a passion for it. I'm glad you're living life for yourself, Amy. Ella is one heck of a cook, and you definitely learned well from her, because this dinner was awesome. Hey, have you guys started looking for a new place yet?
Not yet, but we're gonna have to start searching soon, though. Lily Blossom hasn't given us a definitive time as to when she wants to buy the Cloud Dominium. I know she wants to wait until the off-season free agent signing period is over with before she decides to make it official on buying my house.
Is she still interested in buying it?
Oh yeah, she's definitely buying it. It's just a matter of her having the time to iron out the details. She's very busy this time of year, being a sports agent and all.
You guys should consider moving here. It's affordable and the amenities are amazing. Sonic, you'd love the workout center, and we have an indoor swimming pool and a hot tub. It sounds nice, Chris. It would be cool to be neighbors with you guys, and it seems like the apartments are well sized and updated.
I agree with you, Sonic, but I don't really want to live in it with this many ponies. The one drawback to a place like this is, yeah, we may have our own private apartment, but hundreds of ponies live in this building, and I value my privacy. Trust me, in 4 months when I begin playing Pegasus Ball, we'll have enough infringements upon us when it comes to our privacy.
I forgot about that aspect of your life, and you're already a celebrity based on your Wonderbolt's career alone.
It's not just that, though, either. There's something about owning your own property that once you start owning, it's really hard to go back to becoming a renter. A place like this is great for Amy and Chris because they're starting their own lives. But for us, we're married and we're planning on having kids someday. There's no place for kids to play in a building like this.
Especially the kids you two are going to have. Yeah, I mean, both of you break the sound barrier with your speed. I can only imagine what it's going to be like when you two have kids.
Exactly. We'll need a space big enough to chase them around in.
Sonic smiles. I bet we'll have amazing kids, Dash, and cute too. I know you have a Pegasus Ball career starting this year, so I know having kids is on hold for a while, but I am excited at the thought of starting a family with you, Dash. Rainbow Dash smiles and gives Sonic a kiss.
I know you are, Sonic. I am too.
Meanwhile, Princess Celestia and Shadow are still flying to the Crystal Empire aboard Princess Celestia's flying chariot. Shadow, concerned, is staring out the window below. Something is troubling you. I'll be fine, Your Majesty. Are you concerned about how this will turn out? Yes, I'm worried about my relationship with Twilight after this is taken care of. I'm about to kill her brother to save Equestria. Part of me is worried that eventually she'll resent and hate me for being the one that had to do it. Twilight is very wise. Deep down she knows this is the only solution, the only option we have at saving Equestria from King Sombra. Physically, Shining Armor may not look like Sombra yet, but on the inside he's more Sombra now than Shining Armor, and it's only a matter of time before King Sombra completes his transformation. King Sombra is out of time. I'll make sure of that myself. He's much stronger this time. Do you have enough power to kill him? I do, but I have to hit him with everything I've got, and I only have one shot at it. He's more powerful than I am, so I won't be able to beat him in hand-to-hand combat, so we need a plan. I have to be able to blast him without fighting him. I could restrain him with my magic, but it's like you said, he's incredibly powerful. I'd only be able to hold him for a few seconds. That will do. I only need a few seconds. Princess Celestia puts her head down. I still can't believe it's come to this. I thought Luna and I killed Sombra over a millennia ago. I never thought his spirit would become a threat like this, and now he's resurrecting himself with Shining Armor's body. He's stronger now than ever. Shadow, if we fail... Don't think like that. You said you can hold him with your magic for a few seconds, and that's all the time I need to put everything I have into a Chaos Blast. With Sombra being restrained, he won't be able to defend himself, and no matter how powerful he's become, he won't survive my Chaos Blast. Not at point-blank range. It's the aftermath with Princess Cadance and Twilight that I'm worried about, and I'll have to live with the guilt of killing Flurry Heart's father. There's nothing easy about this, Your Majesty, but it has to be done. Unfortunately, you're right. For Equestria, it must be done. Ponyville. Spike and Sweetie Belle are walking up to Sweetie Belle's house. They sit on the steps together. Thanks for walking me home, Spike. It was very sweet of you. It's the least I could do considering all you've done for me lately. I always knew you had a warm and caring heart, and it's been wonderful to finally have a chance to experience it for myself. You've brought joy and fun back into my life when I didn't feel like I even wanted it. I'm happy you've allowed me the chance to make you feel better. You deserve happiness for everything you've gone through with losing Cream. I guess it's just my way of showing you how much I care about you without having to have to say it, and have it be all awkward. Why would it be awkward? We've always been friends, and friends naturally care about one another. I know, it's just I've always felt something more for you, and I know I'm young, but so are you, and you know what love feels like, and even though I've not experienced it for myself, I know what those feelings are like. For about a year now, every time I'm around you, I get this tingly feeling in my stomach, and on the inside, I'm so excited. I never thought of telling you this because you were always interested in Rarity, and I was afraid you'd laugh at me. I love you, Spike, and nothing would make me happier than for you to feel the same for me one day. I'm really happy you told me that, Sweetie Belle. You've always had this vibrant and infectious spirit. No matter what, even when you're failing, you have this confidence that radiates from you, and you always see the positive side of things. Sweetie Belle, you're an incredibly special pony, and I've seen it for a long time, but I never fully understood just how special you are until I got to experience it for myself. I wish you would have told me sooner how you felt about me. I wouldn't have wasted my time visiting Rarity when it should have been you I was giving my attention to. Sweetie Belle can't wait any longer and kisses Spike on the lips. Spike begins kissing Sweetie Belle back. I guess Scootaloo was right about Spiky Belle being a thing now. I better get inside. Have a great night, Spike. Sweetie Belle smiles at Spike as she enters her house and closes the door. Good night, Sweetie Belle. Spike smiles brightly as he walks down the steps and walks away from Sweetie Belle's house. The Crystal Empire. Princess Celestia's flying chariot makes its final approach and gently lands underneath the Crystal Palace. Princess Celestia and Shadow exit the flying chariot and are escorted into the palace by the guards. The guards lead Princess Celestia and Shadow into the throne room. Princess Cadence has just put Princess Flurryheart down to bed for the evening. I'll go up and inform her you seek her presence. Very well, thank you. The guard leaves to inform Princess Cadence of Princess Celestia and Shadow's arrival. I have an uneasy feeling about this, Your Majesty. I'm not sensing Sombra's presence at the moment. That doesn't mean he isn't here concealing it behind Shining Armor's body. We must first inform Princess Cadence as to what's going on and why we're here. She isn't going to take the news of this well, and she may become irritable. Well, ignorance is surely bliss in this case. How do you tell some pony, hey, we're here to kill your husband, because he's really King Sombra and we're trying to save Equestria? Morbid way of putting it, but I see your point. Maybe I should do all the talking. Fine by me. I'm not really here to talk. Princess Cadence is in Flurryheart's nursery reading a book. Guard quietly enters the nursery. I'm sorry for the intrusion, Your Highness, but Princess Celestia and Shadow the Hedgehog are down in the throne room requesting your presence. That's strange, that Princess Celestia would come without any warning, and with Shadow nonetheless. Thank you. Could you please stay with Flurryheart until I return? Yes, Your Highness. Princess Cadence exits the nursery and makes her way to the throne room. Princess Cadence enters the throne room. Princess Celestia, Shadow, to what do I owe this unexpected visit? Where is Prince Shining Armor, Cadence? He's not here and hasn't been since he left this morning. Do you know where he went? We must find him immediately. No, all he said is that he had important business to handle, and he'd be gone for a while. Why, what's going on, you two? Surely you know why we're here, Cadence. I called Twilight and Shadow to my castle this morning because I sensed King Sombra's presence here in the Crystal Empire. Twilight informed me of everything that's been going on with Shining Armor and how he's been being affected by King Sombra. Cadence, King Sombra is not possessing Shining Armor like Twilight believed originally, because it wouldn't be possible with the Crystal Heart functioning properly like it is. King Sombra is using Shining Armor's body to resurrect himself, and there's not much time left. So if you know where Shining Armor is, please, we need to know where he is. I really don't know where he went. Can we save my husband? It's too late, I'm afraid. Sombra is far too powerful now, as he's drained most of Shining Armor's life force. It's only a matter of time before he completes his resurrection and transforms Shining Armor's body into his own. Shadow, do you sense his presence anywhere? No, I can't sense him at all right now. Where are you, Sombra? Twilight's Castle. Twilight is still asleep on her couch when she's startled awake by some pony entering the front doors of her castle. Twilight walks towards the entrance of her castle. Shadow, is that you? Hello, Princess. Sombra! I'm back, and guess who my first victim is? I'm not going down without a fight. You're going to pay for what you've done to my brother. Ah! Twilight fires her energy beam and hits King Sombra dead on. You better be capable of better, Twilight Sparkle. King Sombra teleports in front of Twilight and punches her in the head, sending her flying through a wall. Twilight teleports behind King Sombra and punches him with everything she has. The punch had no effect on King Sombra. Let me show you how it's done. King Sombra uses his razor-sharp unicorn horn to slice open one of Twilight's legs.
Ah!
Sombra punches Twilight in the face as blood splurts from her mouth. The Crystal Palace, Shadow scared as he senses King Sombra's power. Oh no! He's in Ponyville! He's fighting Twilight! Shadow, not wasting any time, flies out of the castle and heads straight for Ponyville. Back at Twilight's castle, a bloody Twilight stands defiant. You don't intimidate me, Sombra. I will never bow to you. Foolish princess! If death is what you want, then I'll surely be happy to oblige your request. Twilight flies at King Sombra and misses him with a punch. King Sombra retaliates by blasting Twilight with an energy blast, which sends Twilight crashing through brick and crystal walls. Twilight is lying in a pool of blood, barely conscious, and is surrounded by glass and brick, debris from her castle walls. King Sombra uses his magic to lift a badly injured Twilight out of the rubble. You won't beat my friends. They'll find you and they'll make you pay for this, Sombra. King Sombra smiles demonically as he uses his magic on Twilight.
What are you doing to me?